Good evening.
What's
Welcome
up?
to another Remedy Live.
I thought I just ran a marathon.
Why, Chris? Tell us.
Well, I did not have my hot chocolate, and so I ran down the hallway, and as you can tell, my shoe is untied.
So it's what, like 96 degrees outside, and you still did hot chocolate?
Yeah.
That's dedication.
It is.
That's dedication.
Thank you.
Man, we only have a couple more of these Remedy Lives left.
It's a real shame.
Yeah, but it's more good than shame. It's more sweet than shame because
Yeah, it's a love-hate kind of.
yeah, ending Remedy Live means that we'll actually be in person with the students, and this room will actually be filled with people.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. But I'm glad we have our Remedy Live mugs to always commemorate this time we've had together.
I'll cherish it for the rest of my life.
I will. This will probably go on like a bookshelf or something.
This is definitely going on my desk at work.
Yeah. Like I have enough mugs at home. Like this is going up. It's
Actually, you know
memorabilia.
what? Maybe it'll go under like my tea. Oh, you've been to my house, like my bookcases I
Mhm.
have. Yeah, maybe it'll go there.
Huh.
We'll see.
All right. Hey, if you're joining us today, make sure you comment, say hey, that you're with us. For all of our middle school and high school students, if you say hey, make sure your name is in. You will be in a drawing at the end of the show. We'll randomly pick out one name. You'll get a $10 gift card to a place of your choice. Man, it's just good to be back. I love Wednesday nights.
You know, I thought all day yesterday was Wednesday, but like it was
What?
weird. It was weird. Like I kept thinking it's Wednesday, but yet my thought process for after work, like my nighttime, was like a Tuesday. Because the whole day I'm like, all right, it's Wednesday. Okay, so after work I need to go and record. And I'm like, wait, no, that's not what we do on Wednesdays. And I'm like, no, it's not Wednesday, it's Tuesday. And it was. I've had 2 Wednesdays in a row, and it's been
Yeah. Man.
a real struggle.
Hey, tell us what mug you're using and what's in your mug today. If you got
Yeah.
one, your cup of choice. Oh man, we got plenty of people in. We got the Winter family here. Got Rebecca. We got my dad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Mr. Scott.
And his fiance watching, well, maybe just him. I don't know. It could be the both of them. But from Trenton, Missouri. We're international,
Wow.
man.
Wow. International. I think, is there a term for like outside of
Across
the state?
states.
Cross state lines?
I don't know.
Crossing lines?
Yeah. My dad's watching.
Is that
because
cool? Is that cool, Caden?
No, I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Oh, and welcome back to our Caden microphone.
Yes, the Caden mic.
That's
good.
probably one of the most requested things from last week is bring back
For
the Caden
sure.
mic.
For sure.
That was a big win. Big win.
Good idea, Chris.
But yeah, we got my dad watching because later in the show, you guys will actually get to meet my brother Casey because you and him, both Star Wars fans.
Is it spelled like K and then C?
No, I actually knew a Casey who spelled it that way though.
Oh.
No, it's just the normal
What's the normal?
Casey. It works for
Casey?
yeah, works for both guys and girls.
But isn't
Casey Hutchinson.
Casey Hutchinson with a K?
Yeah, it's different. You're allowed to spell things differently.
Well, I'm saying. You said the normal way, and that's the only Casey I know.
But anyways, Chris and my brother Casey, both Star Wars fans, pretty strong Star Wars fans,
I'm passionate.
will be competing against each other in Star Wars trivia. Some questions that I found today. I'm very excited about this. So
This
you
is
guys
gonna
will
be
get to meet him. Man, lots of people in. So good to see everyone. So good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Tay is here.
Yep. All right. Couple quick announcements. First of all, we mentioned it earlier, but we are returning live, not Remedy Live, but live in person.
In this room
here
here?
in the youth room. Youth service is back
Ah.
on Wednesday, June 24th. So
gonna be
today is June 3rd.
Yeah.
So then that means we have 2 more of these, 2 more shows.
Yeah.
And then the 24th, we're in. No. Yeah, 24th, we're in person. So
Hold on. So we're here for 2 more weeks?
2 more shows, and then we're in person.
So is that including this week?
No, 2 more after today.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. You're going to
So
explain it to me again.
we're returning June 24th. And also, as we mentioned last week, it will be the first day for our brand new 6th graders. They're moving up. Sunday, the 21st, is their last Sunday in kids' church. And then they come straight into youth on June 24th. We're going to have so much fun. And
It's gonna be a lot
then,
of fun.
as we mentioned as well, seniors, you guys can stay until August, until either you move away or until school starts for everyone else. You're welcome to stay and hang out. Then Remedy Summer Games starts up in July 1st. Remedy Summer Games starts. We'll
That's big.
We'll have captains by then. We'll divide everyone into teams, randomly choosing. It's going to be so much fun. That'll be the first night of the Remedy Summer Games.
Whew.
Chris, do you have a favorite summer game event that you're looking forward to?
It's so hard to turn your back on four-way capture the flag. You know, that one's just a staple. So good. But I feel like the first year we had some very, very good ultimate frisbee going on. It was very close and competitive. But that was the first year that delivered.
Yeah. Every year is different.
Every year, though, four-way capture the flag delivers.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go with that one.
I like four-way capture the flag. We put it towards the beginning of the summer games because
Tuesday, second week.
Yep. It is one of the few games that puts all 4 teams against each other. And yet it requires everyone to work as a team.
Yeah.
Or in your case, work across teams.
I do.
And get your alliances going.
We dominated too.
Because we have games that compete against each other like Hunger Games, but that's like 3 people at a time, running into the
four-way capture the flag.
It's everyone,
the whole team.
It is great. So summer games coming up. Get excited. Think about who you want to invite too. Because trust me, like your friends, I'm sure would love the idea of like coming and hanging out and getting plugged in somewhere with some other people. So you will get points for inviting friends. Remember that. And if you bring a friend at any time in the summer games, whether it's the first week or all the way through, if you bring a friend, they're automatically on your team. So that's a
lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
Like when I led white team.
Yeah, the Blanco Blancos.
The Blanco Blanco. Of course, we were just fantastic.
Yeah.
But our real key to winning was how many guests were brought.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh, I will say it right now. This is no secret, even though it kind of is a secret.
It oddly enough is. I don't know why.
Yeah. The team that brings the most people will win. I bold statement, but the team that brings the most people will win.
I'm pretty sure there was a week, because there was one week we lost the game and we still came out on top in points.
Now, if you
brought so many people.
I'm wondering if you bring the most people but then lose every single game, it'll be close. Don't flirt with that.
Don't flirt with it.
Don't test that.
That could be a decent strategy.
I don't know.
I
want you to get excited about things. So, and then this Sunday, online game night on Zoom, 6 p.m. Make sure you join us for that. Bagels and Bibles will start in July as well. That will be on Thursdays. Get excited. So yeah, make sure you say hey. We got plenty of people saying hey. So much fun. So much fun. Oh, Henry, he's sipping some good old root beer from the Remedy Live Cup. Oh, and Alyssa is doing the exact same thing. She just copied Henry.
Wow.
I
try to copy Henry, and he makes fun of me.
Hey, that's nice with it. Right?
That's the phrase, right?
That's
what it is?
That's the phrase, right?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
I don't.
Caden, is that the phrase?
I don't remember, Henry. You have to comment. Give us the exact wording.
It's nice with it, right?
I don't remember if that was it. I tried to quote, like legit. I tried to quote it to myself at work. Like I was in my office, of course, by myself, and I tried to like say, I was like, oh, I don't remember what it is. I legit could not remember what it was at all. And then you messaged it to me today.
Yeah, I did.
You did, and I just had a nice little giggle.
So you bet it is.
Yeah, you bet it is.
It's nice with it.
It's nice with it.
It's nice with it. Man, we are making it so uncool. Like the more I say it, especially, it's just going downhill in coolness. I mean, by the time Remedy Live's over, we'll need a new phrase. I'm sorry, Henry, we're crushing your phrase.
We can do another segment.
If we were to make more mugs, I would have it say Remedy Live. That's nice with it.
We should get like different ones of like the different ones that they were saying.
Yeah.
So like.
And what was yours? What was your 2 words you combined last week?
Extratical. And I didn't
which
make
came
that
up in our online game night.
It did, and because I played it. But I did not think of that word. I will not take full.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's just jump right in because we got so much good stuff going on in this episode. We want to make sure there's plenty of time.
Yes.
So, Chris, I've asked you, and we actually ran it by our online game night crew Sunday night. They helped us think of ideas.
They did. It was very helpful.
It was. I asked you to come up with your top 5 fast food restaurants. Now, here's how we defined fast food restaurants. You have to have a drive-through.
Yes.
So it's...
And Dylan's Pharmacy does not count.
Yeah, Dylan's Pharmacy.
They do have a drive-through.
Yep.
Does not count.
Yep. You do not get the food in the Dylan's Pharmacy.
Yes.
So there has to be a drive-through, not a curbside pickup, because everyone does that now.
Mhm.
So, it's a drive-through. Chris, your top 5 fast food. Go for it.
All right, number 1, it's on South Meridian. I've actually taken you there. Well, we met there with Mark. It's called Pollo Express.
Yes.
It is the best tacos in town, hands down. That is a hill that I will die on. Like that, their tacos are so good. They're $2 a taco. They're pretty good size, and they're street tacos too.
But I never used the drive-through. Have you used the drive-through?
I have not used the drive-through,
But
but
it
they
has
have
one.
a drive-through.
Okay.
I've even gone in to like carry out and still haven't gone through the drive-through.
Okay.
All right,
Pollo Express.
Pollo
All right.
Express.
All right.
So good.
I'm with you.
For those of you who don't know the Spanish, pollo means chicken.
Chicken. What's express
I
in
think
English?
it's
If that's
a,
Spanish, what's express in English?
it's a chain of retail stores that sells clothing like suits and stuff.
With nice men's apparel, like suits and stuff. They have a
Yes.
nice suit.
Yeah. Oh boy, their tie section.
Yeah.
I have to avoid that when
Yep.
I'm in the mall.
So chicken ties.
Yes.
Okay,
Chicken
gotcha.
ties. Yes.
All right.
Next, number 2.
Number 2.
Great one here, people. Had it earlier today. By earlier today, I mean like an hour and a half ago. Jimmy John's.
No surprise for the
No
crowd out
surprise
there.
there. Jimmy John's. I can see the bag still. So Jimmy John's, great. Love it. I had to put on.
What do you get at Jimmy John's? You go so often.
I get the number 11, no tomato, jalapeno chips, medium lemonade.
So even though you go so often, you get the same thing every time.
Absolutely. It's yet to do me wrong.
And actually,
Why do I turn my back on it?
number 11 is what I get there too. So
That's a country club
country club.
for those
Mhm.
uninitiated.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next one, number 3. This one's a place by my house, kind of. It's called the Burger Central. It's off Central Street. So Bob, that's why
Makes
that
sense.
got the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of zoo in Central. They sell pretty good burgers. There's no bathroom in there, so that's a little weird. So if you do go there, make sure you take care of business before you get to the restaurant.
Okay.
But they do have a drive-through. It's super slow drive-through. Like they don't have anything pre-made. Like you show up and then they make it as you're sitting in the drive-through.
It cannot be slower than Freddy's. Right?
Oh, it's close.
Freddy's is the slowest.
It's close. But one thing I do love about this place, Burger Central, is they have bottle caps, which are fried jalapenos.
I was thinking like the candy. I
No.
like the fried jalapenos.
Fried jalapenos.
Okay.
Oh boy, when I broke my fast back in January, I totally ate tons of these bottle caps. Terrible idea.
Now, hopefully you were
Absolutely
in
true.
Burger Central because they don't have a
No,
restaurant.
I
Okay,
went through the drive-through
just checking,
and then
just checking.
yeah, but terrible idea. But they're so good.
Okay.
I could live off those for a while. Next one, summer. It's summer, people. Did you know that? Did you know it's technically summer?
I
Aside from it being
Is
1,000 degrees outside?
Yeah.
Well, I learned yesterday, apparently it's technically summer.
mean, today felt like summer.
It did.
Feels like summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a staple of summer,
Mhm.
Sonic.
Sonic.
Where are you going to get your drinks?
Sonic.
Sonic. Because they're so cheap. They're delicious. You get so much. You got to go Sonic.
Do you get food at Sonic?
Occasionally.
Okay.
Mostly, it's my drink place.
What are some of your this could be a whole nother top 5, but what are your top Sonic drinks?
Oh my gosh.
That would be a great top 5. But
I get the same drink every time.
what is it?
Strawberry Nerd Slush.
Wow.
It's great.
The Nerd Slush are pretty good.
They're pretty. Although I think it's technically rainbow now because I think they lost like the
Nerds.
nerds.
So they
thing.
make their own nerds.
Yeah,
Off-brand
But
nerds.
I mean, it's they
Okay.
order it for me, so
All
that's
right.
what I tell them I want, and that's what I get. So
Now, do you strictly go between 2 and 4, or what's your Sonic strategy here?
whenever I'm in the mood.
Okay.
So I went yesterday after practice.
Yeah.
Or in recording. So that's what triggered it for me. I was like, it's summer,
Do you use the
Yes,
app?
No.
Oh,
and you know what? This is okay. This is
I'll talk more about it because it's on my list. Spoiler alert. but-
confession time. Here.
Okay.
Every time I go to Jimmy John's and I'm in the drive-thru, and they like move the window, and the guy's like, "Are you a rewards member?" And I say, "No, I'm not." And he's like, and then he gives me like a 5-minute spiel about how I should become a rewards member, and my first thought is, well, now that you've sat here and tried to talk to me for 5 minutes, I don't want to become a rewards member.
Just out of principle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I've been so many times. I definitely should be a rewards member
You could have some free sandwiches by now.
easily.
Yeah.
So there's my dilemma.
I am a rewards member at Jimmy John's only because we order it for church stuff. And so like growth track and stuff. So
Oh.
I ordered the Jimmy John's. So it's under my email
a good
address.
idea.
Somebody's got to get the
Yeah,
points.
someone's got to do it. Last one. You got to have ice cream place on your list.
Sonic could do that too. But
Yeah, but even better ice cream, Brahms.
True.
Brahms is awesome. Love Brahms. I've also been accused of being a senior citizen, so that could have something to do with me loving Brahms so much. But Brahms is great. They got new flavors. You know that?
No.
They have like 7 new flavors.
Wow.
The salted, salted caramel truffle.
Okay.
That's fantastic. It's so good.
Going back to Sonic, apparently Chase drinks grape slush with lemon.
That's disgusting.
That's what people are saying here.
Although, you know what?
I would try it though. I like grape. I like lemon. I like slush.
What are the colors that come to mind with grape?
Purple,
And what about lemon?
gold,
Gold,
yellow.
yellow. They're complementary colors.
That's my high school colors, purple and gold.
Purple and gold, like
For-
LSU.
Well, we were the Cupies, the naked babies.
Oh yeah, of course. But anyways, my initial thought is that sounds disgusting. I'd at least give it a courtesy taste,
I would taste it.
like chocolate gravy. Have you had chocolate gravy?
I don't think I had. Maybe once.
It's
and it was
pretty good. It's pretty good,
But-
but it definitely makes you question.
Have you
things.
had chocolate any kind of drink at Sonic?
No, absolutely not.
It's an option. I've never had it, but it sounds horrible.
Oh my gosh! I learned yesterday there is chocolate skim milk. Chocolate is not supposed to be that consistency. It's got to be thicker than that. Do you agree?
I am not disagreeing. No,
Would you try chocolate skim milk?
if that was my only option. But if you're going chocolate milk, you got to do the whole milk.
Oh yeah, you got to pile it. You got to
go to Call Hall.
You got to go to Call Hall on K-State's campus where it's
Oh,
straight
that's a
whole
throwback.
milk and tons of chocolate in there. You want to regret the fact that you ordered this drink after your first drink. Like you take one, you're like, "Yep, that's my calorie intake for the day."
Yep. The chocolate skim milk.
No,
No, it's like chocolate water.
exactly. It's not supposed to be that. It's got to be thicker than that. Put some flour or something in there. You know?
Flour in your milk.
Yeah.
Then you get chocolate gravy. Hey, there you go. We figured it out.
Perfect.
All right, hey, make sure you comment some of your fast food winners, your top fives. I see some of you guys agreeing with us. We'll go through your list here in a second because here's mine. And Chris, I am disappointed this was not on your list, and I'm questioning your faith and your leadership abilities.
I know exactly what restaurant you're talking about. I just don't go there enough.
There's no question.
I can't. But I don't go there enough, so I can't put it on my list.
I go there too much. Chick-fil-A, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
Lord's chicken.
Chick-fil-A.
The Lord's chicken.
I mean, I found a wife at Chick-fil-A.
That's fair. Well,
So,
you have a very good.
I have
excuse for going
to.
there.
I have to stay faithful
Yeah,
to
that's
it.
fair.
No,
That's
but I love it. Pre-COVID, I was probably there 3 times a week. Post,
I like how you said.
at least once
I
a
like how
week.
you said a wife instead of my wife.
A wife is my wife. Yeah, so
I know,
Yeah.
but it's just
true.
terminology.
But Chick-fil-A, it's so good. Everything there, except I haven't tried the kale sides or anything like. No.
Is the
Not-
mac and cheese good?
Yes,
I haven't had it.
it is very good.
I actually haven't been to
Big fan.
Chick-fil-A in a hot minute.
Oh, I love it. Chick-fil-A is so good. Ooh, I see Henry's got a good list. We'll get to that here in a second. Number
I
2.
like how we spelled Chick-fil-A.
This is more of a throwback to my college days, but number 2, Taco Bell.
Yes.
We still get this every once in a while. Caden, you with me on that one?
Totally. I love Taco Bell so much.
What do you get at Taco Bell?
Oh, I get whatever chalupa box they have. I'll get it immediately.
Yeah.
Do you like the Crunchwrap Supreme?
I have not tried that.
It's been a while, but I like
Really?
it. Yeah,
It's good to go.
Yeah.
You remember those commercials?
good to go.
Yeah, it's good to go.
Good to go.
But like, I don't like the like nacho cheese in it.
Oh.
So I always have to go without. The
I
nacho
mean,
cheese.
everything at Taco Bell kind of tastes the same, but it's good.
that's because
And
everything at Taco Bell is the same
and
thing.
it's cheap.
It's just in a different shape.
It's cheap. I get the cheesy gordita crunch. So
The
good.
double decker.
That's good
The
too.
double decker is good.
It's no cheesy gordita crunch.
Oh,
But when I was
I'll
in
go the other
college,
way.
I was going to Taco Bell all the time.
How do you feel about the Dorito taco one?
I think I've had that maybe once or twice.
It's all right.
I'm like you. I found my thing. I'm staying in my lane.
Exactly.
It's good.
And you have to do you wrong, so why
Yep.
turn your back on?
Number 3, special shout out to Chase and Sarah, the Culvers. So love Culvers.
Culver's is good.
Wish we had one in Wichita though.
I'm more of a Freddy's person.
I just had it the other day in Kansas City
Uh-huh.
because we were driving through Kansas City, and their Butterburgers so good. And you know the difference between that and Freddy's? You don't
Butter?
spend 50 minutes in line in the drive-through at Culver's.
Yeah, Culver's is like Freddy's with Chick-fil-A service.
Yeah, I'd say that.
But it's not up to Chick-fil-A par of service.
Yeah.
But it's closer.
Yeah. I like the Culver's. I don't know if they'll ever work in Wichita because we have Andy's and Freddy's and all that. Yeah. But Culver's is a great place. And we usually stop there on our Worlds of Fun trip whenever we do that.
We do.
So, yep. Number 4, you mentioned it earlier, Sonic. Love Sonic. And especially if you didn't know this will blow some people's minds. Because every time I mention it, somebody's like, I didn't know this.
That's why I always make you get the drinks from softball.
Yes. If you use the app, which you can like sit in the stall and use the app and order it or whatever. But I'll like order it at home, use the app, drive to Sonic, pull into the stall. You say what number you are. They bring it out to you. So minimize the wait. But this is the key. This is the reason why I use it. It is always happy hour on the app. You don't have to go between 2 and 4 to get half price drinks, my friend. You can go at 5 in the evening and get half price drinks.
They're open.
Yep.
You get half price drink.
So use the app, my friends, when it comes to drinks. And they have special deals that pop up too. But the app is so great.
Do you have the Quick Trip app?
I do.
It's
been a while since I've gotten food at Quick Trip, but
Quick Trip is good.
Yeah. So, but at Sonic, I get.
Oh, we could do
what?
Best top 5 gas station food.
I don't get gas station food though.
What, dude? Quick Trip is good, dude. Like, I could give a top 5 list of things from Quick Trip.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
I'm fine with that.
That's the only place I would trust.
Like, their pizza's good. Their donuts are fantastic.
Yeah.
The taquitos are good. The buffalo chicken stick thing is pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Their breakfast stuff in the kitchen, pretty good.
But Sonic, I get a couple things. Depends how I'm feeling. Blackberry sweet tea. I mentioned that in my top drinks the other day. Oh, you did,
yeah.
Blackberry sweet tea, so good. Or any like flavor of Dr. Pepper if I'm feeling a vanilla Dr. Pepper, or if I want to go a little candy tasting, raspberry vanilla Dr. Pepper. That's been a favorite. I talked about that in a sermon one time. Some of you tried it. You liked it.
Not a Dr. Pepper person.
Well, you don't like Chick-fil-A either. So.
Whoa, I like Chick-fil-A.
You just don't go there often.
Yeah, because there's not one like where I normally am.
Oh, okay.
The only time is Wednesdays.
Yeah. I mean.
Because Sundays I'm over here. And
you're at Jimmy John's all the time, and it's across the street from Chick-fil-A. Answer that, my friend.
He has a point.
Got him. Got him. And for my last one, before we put it up, I was struggling to find this 5th one. So today I brought Rebecca some lunch at her office, and I was like, okay, I need to pick a 5th one. And in the past, McDonald's, has been good. It's good. I get 2 McChickens and a sweet tea.
I feel like every time I go to McDonald's, I get exactly what I expected.
Oh, yeah.
Like my experience is exactly what I think it's going to be.
I get the same thing every time if I go to McDonald's. Rebecca doesn't like McDonald's, so it has to be a time where I'm by myself.
What's the one where it's like a tortilla, lettuce, and chicken in the middle? Like a chicken strip in the middle of it?
And
the ranch dressing?
Crispy Ranch snack wrap. They don't have that anymore.
What?
I know, because I usually get that.
That was my go-to.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
I get 2 of those things.
So I made a decision before I went to McDonald's today. If I was pleased with it, it would make my top 5.
Okay.
If I was disappointed in any way, it would not make my top 5. Well, let's find out if it made my top 5. Caden? Arby's.
5 for 5?
Because
the 5 for 5.
I went to McDonald's. I got a McChicken, a hot and spicy McChicken to try that one out. I love a good McChicken, and a sweet tea. And I'm in this mindset. If I'm disappointed, it's off my list. So I pull into the drive-thru. I get it. They hand me the sweet tea. I try it, and it tastes as I'm pulling away, and it tastes like unsweet tea. And right there, McDonald's, you lost my top 5.
I understand that.
That's a heartbreaking moment.
That's like when I went to Subway, and they're like, 2 cookies with this meal. You're telling me I can get 2 cookies?
And then they're like, "We're out of cookies."
And then they said they're out of cookies. Like, you literally just ripped.
You lost.
You ripped my heart out of my chest and threw it on the ground.
Yeah. So McDonald's did not make my top 5. So I went with Arby's. Arby's is good. I like
the 5 for 5.
Yeah, I like the little sliders.
Yeah.
Give me some curly fries. They're good.
Arby's is solid.
Yeah.
I think it's overlooked.
Yep. It is. It really is. So
the other one that's overlooked, Wendy's.
Depends.
Are you not a Wendy's person? The Oshaga chicken sandwich is pretty good.
It's good, But anytime I go into a Wendy's and you got the carpet that's been there since the 70s,
Yeah, it's pretty great.
that hasn't been cleaned since the 80s.
So if you just never go in, you just go to the drive-thru.
But that's the only time I go to Wendy's is when we have bagels and Bibles, and they don't want to do Chick-fil-A. They want to do Wendy's. And so I go in there and it's just disappointing.
For breakfast?
No, we go there for lunch.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's check out some of your top 5 fast food, then we'll move on with it. Okay. Well, Alyssa says chocolate gravy is the best. It's family tradition.
I wouldn't say it's the best.
Yep.
I think the best gravy in town is at, oh no, I forgot the name of the place.
Here's-
Egg Crate Cafe
Oh,
at Tyler and
13th by my house.
Yeah, so good.
Here's Henry's list. Big fan. We got Slim Chickens.
Uh-huh.
We got Freddy's, Chick-fil-A, and Andy's. Henry, that is a great list. I love Slim Chickens. I wish it was on the west side because it is so
Is Slim
good.
Chicken's good?
It is
I have a
great.
coupon.
It is great. I'll get a wrap at Slim Chickens.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Because I have a coupon and I kind of work-ish by one.
Mm.
And so
Yeah.
I consider it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Big fan. I see some Taco Bells. Let's see. Sarah Culver said that Culver supplied their wedding cups.
I heard about that.
That's fun.
That is pretty cool.
That's fun. Chase talks about a McDonald's secret menu item.
what is
Alyssa
that?
is supporting the cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper. That's a great,
That's
great drink.
disgusting.
Got some Subway love.
Subway love. Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm cool with the Subway. I like the Subway. I almost got it today.
Not
Almost
a fan.
did.
Not a fan.
But then I made my whole McDonald's decision and so did not go with that. Chase says Slim Chickens is lit. Man,
oh,
that word's losing its coolness.
buffalo chicken wrap. Where's that from?
That's Slim Chickens.
Oh,
It is great. It is so good.
Interesting.
So good. So,
I'm gonna think
top
about
5 fast food restaurants. That's a good list.
That was good. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Yep. All right, Chris. Now it's time to have a little fun and bring on
Oh,
our.
so we haven't been having fun.
we've been having fun.
What we've been doing?
It's about to get nice with it around here. Okay, so bringing on our special guest, my middle brother. There's 3 of us. This is Casey, and so bring on Mr. Casey Scott. Casey, how you doing,
oh,
sir?
with the Mizzou shirt.
Oh, great.
How's it going, guys?
Great choice. Doing great. Welcome to Remedy Live.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah,
Glad to be here.
you've been a fan. You've seen some episodes, right?
You guys are hilarious. I love it. I love it.
Thanks. We try.
Chris,
What'd you say?
I said, Chris, you're my favorite.
Oh.
What? Oh,
Thank you.
you've known him for like 2 minutes. Come on.
Oh, you see.
So, what are some favorite fast food restaurants?
Oh, I can't
of your
believe
mind?
I can't believe no one said Chipotle. Like, do you guys have a Chipotle there?
We
What's
do,
wrong?
but
There's no
they
drive-thru.
don't have a drive-through
It's
here.
so good. They have a drive-thru. Well, maybe yours doesn't, but
Ours
ours
don't.
sure does.
Wait, yours is a
Yeah.
drive-through?
That would
Mhm.
change things.
That would change things. That may pull
Yeah.
me away from Qdoba.
So I live like right next to a McDonald's, a Wendy's, an Arby's, a Sonic. Like all these are within half a mile. But I would drive across town to get me a big old chicken burrito from Chipotle.
Oh, what do you put? What do you put on that burrito?
Chicken, you get if you ask for extra cheese and extra sour cream, it's free.
Yeah.
Life hack.
Didn't know that.
So yeah, get salsa on that stuff. Yeah, it's good.
What
It's
kind
good.
of
When I feel like
beans? Are you a
the
black
spicy,
beans or
I
a
get some
pinto beans?
guac?
Black.
Pinto.
Pinto?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So, Casey, you're a big Star Wars fan, right?
I dabble.
You dabble in the Star Wars. All
Dabble.
right. Chris here is a big Star Wars fan. Now, a little context on Wednesday nights, whenever the students are here, we'll play some games and stuff. And there have been a couple times actually where we've done Star Wars trivia. Star Wars trivia, everyone against Chris. To where Chris is sitting up front, we'll give him a dry erase board, and then we'll ask questions on the screen. He'll write down his answer. Students give their answer. They decide on one. And Chris has won, I think, every single time.
Wow.
I
All
think
right.
so.
Okay.
And the map one. I won the map one too.
Yep. So what we've done is I've gone through, and these questions are only based on the movies, okay?
And not the Clone Wars movie.
Not the Clone Wars movie. These theatrical movies.
Okay.
So episodes 1 through 9 plus Rogue One plus Solo.
Okay.
Ooh. Ugh, okay. Okay.
Now, spoiler alert, I don't think I have a Solo question in here.
Oh, that's a real shame. 'cause-
Oh, darn it. Oh, all these solo questions.
So the way we're going to do this is we will take turns asking questions.
Okay.
Casey will have you go first since you're our guest. So
Okay.
I will ask you a question. All of our questions are multiple choice. And
they
then
are.
if Casey gets it wrong, then Chris, you have an option of stealing the question by getting it right.
Okay.
So it's multiple choice. You'll have 4 answers. If he gets it wrong, obviously that eliminates 1 answer.
Yeah.
So from the remaining 3, you can answer and take that point.
Okay.
Now the next question still goes to you because that was technically Casey's question.
Like Family Feud.
Yeah, sure. So here we go. Casey, your first question.
Yeah.
Who is the only non-Jedi in the original Star Wars trilogy to use a lightsaber? Is it A, Princess
That'd be Han
Leia?
Solo.
Oh wow,
Han
you don't even need the choices. He says
Yeah, no, and he's
That
cutting
one's
open the
easy.
tauntaun.
Yeah.
that's exactly it's
It's
Han
episode
Solo.
5.
Han Solo cutting open the tauntaun in Empire Strikes Back. I thought that was going to be a hard one.
No, that one's easy.
Wow,
Okay.
I thought that
I
was
mean,
going to be hard.
I can name you another character who's not a Jedi that wields a lightsaber.
Well,
Who?
technically, R2 kind of wields one a little
Yeah,
bit.
kind of.
I was thinking about that, but he only like throws it.
Yeah, I was
he
like,
doesn't.
so, yeah.
He doesn't.
Actually, there's multiple characters. There's Pre Vizsla and Sabine Wren.
Hey,
No bonus point. Let's go.
still Casey's point. Still Casey's point. All right, Chris.
Yes.
What kind of trooper is introduced at the beginning of Rogue One? Is it A, shock trooper, B, scout trooper, C, shadow trooper, or D, death trooper?
Shadow Trooper.
Incorrect.
Oh, really?
Casey,
That would be the Death Trooper.
death trooper
Death.
is correct.
Because they're flanking.
Yeah.
What's his face?
Yep. They served as Director Krennic's bodyguards, and they wore the black suits of body
They
armor. Oh, it was
Sad.
close. Shadow Trooper,
Sad.
Death
You guys-
Trooper, very similar.
Oh,
Did you guys see my mug, by the way?
Hey,
Yeah.
didn't see
All 3
it.
rocking them.
Was wondering if you had it out today. All right, here we
Oh,
go.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, Casey, this question goes to you.
Yeah.
In Return of the Jedi, Jabba refers to Han as his favorite what? Is it A,
That'd be his favorite decoration.
decoration? Doesn't
Sorry.
even need the choices. That is correct. Decoration. All right. Chris, he's winning 3-0 right now.
I know. I'm getting demolished.
Okay. You should get this one, Chris. If you don't, I'll be a little disappointed.
All right.
What is the name of Boba Fett's ship? Is it A, Slave One?
Slave One,
It's Slave One. Correct.
which
Well
was
done.
originally Django's ship, and Django is way cooler than Boba.
Exactly. Do you know what kind of ship? Bonus points. No bonus points, but anyone know what kind of ship it is?
Like, what do you mean? Like, what kind of ship?
Like, what kind of class of ship is it?
Oh, I forgot. I wouldn't say it's
I don't know
like a
that one.
space one, but I don't think that's it.
It is, I do not know this off the top of my head. I found it. It is a Fire Spray 31 class patrol and attack craft that
course.
Boba inherited from his father.
Oh, the Fire Spray 31.
Yeah, that
Fire Spray
one.
31.
Sorry.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It gets confused with the Fire Spray
You're
30
rusty.
all the time.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Casey,
Mhm.
what sort of business did Luke's Uncle Owen run? Is it A, a droid repair shop, B, a moisture farm, C, a cantina, or D, a speeder repair shop?
It's going to be a bee moisture farm.
Correct.
Farming
Moisture
that
farm.
moisture.
Yes.
Yep.
Farming, a man of your talents.
All right.
All right, apparently, I'm the only one who gets that joke.
I didn't get that one.
That's from Rogue One. They were moisture
that's
farmers as
Rogue One.
well.
That's Rogue One.
Yeah,
Oh.
and when Director Krennic walks up, he's like, "Really, farming, a man of your talents?"
What was he farming? But like, what?
It was
did they say
moisture.
what He was.
I'm pretty sure they were moisture farmers as well.
Really?
I think,
Huh.
with their blue milk. Although I don't think they had blue milk.
All right, Chris.
Mhm.
What is Count Dooku's Sith name? Is it A, Darth Nihilus, B, Darth Maul, C, Darth Tyrannus, or D, Darth Sidious?
Darth Tyrannus.
That is correct. Darth Tyrannus. Dooku, if you didn't know, is a former Jedi Master trained by Yoda himself.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know who Dooku's apprentice was?
Who his apprentice was? Oh yeah, it was. She was a night sister from Dathomir. I cannot think of her name. I can picture her in my.
I'm
in my
going
head.
with a mainstream character here.
Oh, Asajj Ventress. That's her name.
I was looking for Qui-Gon.
Well,
That's-
I was
there was
correct.
no points there, but sure, he trained that one too.
And he was that same actor was in Lord of the Rings and fought in World War II
He was.
and
Yeah.
has a metal album, a metal Christmas album.
I did not know about the Christmas album.
We are going way down this rabbit hole.
Sorry.
Chris is trying to earn bonus points right now.
Yeah, I'm behind.
Realize it's-
I gotta add more stuff in.
All right, Casey. In The Empire Strikes Back, what odds does C-3PO give Han Solo for successfully navigating the asteroid field?
Okay, don't even. It's 3,720 to 1.
I had no
Yep.
clue what that was.
Wow.
I know what the quote is after that, but I don't remember that.
I am very surprised. I was like, this one, I'm going to have to say the answer slowly so you can hear them. Nope.
Nope, I didn't know that one
Never
at
tell
all.
him the odds. Never tell him the odds.
Ah,
Yeah,
there
never
you
tell
go.
me the odds.
All right, Chris, here we go. This is question 8 out of 14. So, Chris, which admiral leads the space assault against Imperial forces during the Battle of Scarif in Rogue One? Is it A, Admiral Vaspar, B, Admiral Radis, C, Admiral Gorin, or D, Admiral Akbar?
Admiral Radis,
That is correct. Admiral
which Akbar
Radis.
takes over for.
Correct, because Radis dies, his ship
Mhm.
sacrifices themselves.
Yes.
I'm glad you got that because I would have whiffed that one.
Really?
I love that movie, even though I missed one of the questions from it earlier. So
Yeah. So, Casey, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Oh, Empire.
Really?
Hands
Mm,
I mean,
Mhm.
that's good.
it's classic, one of the best
It
ones.
is. It is.
I mean, Chris is a big Rogue One fan.
I am a Rogue One guy, and it
Goodness,
it
yeah.
took me 3 months to admit it. After I saw the movie, I was like, I didn't want to say it out loud because I was very unsure about myself. But I came out. I'm a Rogue One person.
All right, here we go.
Be ashamed of.
Yeah.
We're going to Casey on this one. What is Finn's stormtrooper name? Is it A, FN 2705, B, FN 2187, C, FN 1205, or D, FN 1312?
Oh, I want to say it's B.
Yeah, that's right.
It's right.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
I was going to.
2187.
No, I forgot what you said. But it sounded right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. All right, here we go. Chris, what kind of vehicle did Rey live in? A, ATST, B, Star Destroyer, C, Mon Calamari, or D, an AT-AT?
Hold on. You know, Mon Calamari is a species, right? In Star Wars.
Admiral Akbar is Mon Calamari.
Yeah, it was.
Admiral Akbar.
It's D. It's AT-AT.
I mean, I didn't make up these questions, but that would confuse a non-Star Warsian.
Would it though?
I don't know.
Like Mon Calamari, it's clearly a fish.
Clearly.
It's calamari.
All right, Casey, who killed Jabba the Hutt? Is it A, Han Solo, B, C-3PO? I would like to see that. C, Luke
Give
Skywalker,
that away.
or D, Princess Leia?
I'm going to go with Princess Leia on that one.
That is correct.
Hmm.
She pulls the chain
Strangles
around him
him.
and strangles him.
Yep. Classic scene.
Classic. All right,
And if he
Chris.
wasn't dead because of that, his whole ship explodes. So
Yeah.
And Boba Fett falls in the star like that.
Who knew that
There
was
you
who knew that was the key to blowing up the ship? It's just choking Jabba.
Good job.
Yeah. He wired himself with explosives, I guess. I don't know. Chris, who wiped out all of the information about Camino from the Jedi Temple archives? Is it A, Darth Sidious, B, Sifo Dyas, or Dias?
You
Sorry.
pronounced that wrong.
C, Count Dooku, or D, Anakin Skywalker?
It is B.
Incorrect.
What? It wasn't Master Sivadias?
Casey, who wiped out all the information about Camino? Darth Sidious, Count Dooku, or Anakin Skywalker?
I bet he was right on that one. Okay, one more. What are the choices?
Darth Sidious, Count Dooku, or Anakin?
I guess Darth Sidious would be my guess, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he was right.
That's what I would guess Sidious as well.
I mean,
I
the
guess.
source where I found it said Count Dooku because Sifo, he was the one that ordered the clones.
Yeah.
But Dooku was the one that supposedly eliminated. And Yoda was like, it takes a great, Jedi master.
Is that
to
episode
do that.
2? That's got to be episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Okay.
What else? What else? All right.
We learned something new.
Casey, this was actually a question I came up with. Pretty proud of this one. What character was present at both the birth and the death of Princess Leia? Is it A, R2-D2, B, Obi-Wan Kenobi, C, Bail Organa, or D, C-3PO?
Oh. What are my choices one more time again?
R2-D2, Obi-Wan, Bail Organa, or C-3PO?
Oh, man, that's rough. I'm going to go with, let's go with R2.
That is correct. R2-D2.
You know who was also present? Obi-Wan.
Was he there when she died?
Force Ghost.
Ah.
Yeah, I thought about that. That's why I put him as a possible option because it's like, yeah, but R2 was right there with her when she died and when she was
Her
born.
vitals are fine, but she's still slipping away.
Because Anakin broke her heart.
You're breaking my heart.
And
That
Chris,
was Chris. That was a huge actually moment of yours. I appreciate that. Actually, Obi-Wan wasn't.
He was. You said.
all right, and Chris finished us out. Number 14. Who killed Jango Fett? Was it A, Mace Windu, B, Anakin Skywalker, C, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or D, Yoda?
Mace Windu
Mace Windu.
does a sweet.
Yep. So the final tally of the Star Wars trivia, Casey with 8 points, Chris with 5 points. Well done, guys. That was good.
That was good.
That was good. That was a good one.
All right. That was
The
fun.
reigning champ, Casey.
Yeah. Now, what I want before Casey leaves us today, everyone in the comments, I'm trying to get Casey to move to Wichita. So everyone in the comments needs to tell Casey to move to Wichita.
As long as he brings his Mizzou shirt.
Oh, yes. I need more
Oh,
Mizzou
absolutely.
fans. There's very few of us.
My car license plate actually says Tigers on it, so I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb down.
Oh, that's fine.
It's okay. As long as you're not in Lawrence, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a handful of us in Wichita. But yes. Hey, Dad says he could not be more proud that you won
Okay.
this trivia match. So
He always encouraged our Star Wars. No, he never. I don't know. Although I think his favorite movie is Empire as well.
Yeah,
most people say Star Wars.
Most people
Empire.
Empire.
Yeah.
And then there's some diehard episode 3s out there. I'm a former
Right,
episode 3.
He likes it because the bad guys win. He said it just like that.
Wow. Hey, Henry says he's proud of you, Chris.
Thank
He's proud
you.
of you.
Thank you, Henry.
So, Casey, thanks for joining us. And your prize is you get to move to Wichita. So,
Oh, all right.
no, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it,
This was fun, and thanks for being a fan of the show.
Keep up the good work, and if you do like a Marvel trivia,
Oh,
We'll have to get Caden up here for that because I don't know Marvel at all.
either Caden or Caden and his dad. Oh,
That would be good.
we got a couple weeks left. We may have to do this.
I would destroy.
Oh, Caden says he will destroy in Marvel. Wow.
probably.
Okay. Well, Casey, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Yep. Man, that was fun.
That's good.
That's a good one. Good job, Chris. You did well. All right. So, you got a message for us?
I do.
We'll get to that.
I did a little something.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go for it.
So, heads up here before I start. Eyes are super bothering me today, and we'll get through it. But if you do see me messing with my eyes, that is why, because they are just insane right now. I don't know what their problem is. But so we are in week 2 of our series of what are we doing with this time that we have? When we're separated from others and encouraged to stay away from larger crowds, we're naturally very social people. I mean, yes, even introverts. We do like to talk with people, to be around others. Last week, we looked at Paul and how he was on essentially a 2-year house arrest. While on that house arrest, he wrote multiple letters that were full of encouragement and wisdom. I challenge you guys to be a source of encouragement and wisdom to others. Now, if you've joined us on Sunday for our game nights, like Paul wrote all these letters, right? And if you've been there on our game nights, you know Sydney wrote a letter, right, to Miss Newby. And if you were there, you definitely heard her read the entire thing. Now, you don't need to be writing letters to people like Paul or Sydney, but we can still use the tools that we have today so that we can encourage and bring wisdom to others. This week, we're looking at a different aspect. All right, with Paul, we focused on the action he took in writing those letters. This week, we're looking at David. And with David, we're looking at the mindset that he had. And we will specifically be looking at David between being anointed as king and Samuel and then becoming king. So we're starting 1 Samuel 16, and we're looking at 6 through 13. And this is the story of David being anointed as king. So the prophet comes to the house of Jesse, which was David's dad, and he's looking for the king. He knows it's one of Jesse's sons. So starting in verse 6, when they came, he looked on Eliab and thought, surely the Lord anointed is before him. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or on the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. For the Lord sees not as man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart. Then Jesse called upon, I'm going to mispronounce a lot of these names. so then Jesse, the father, calls upon Abinadab and made him pass before Samuel. And he said, neither has the Lord chosen this one. Then Jesse made Shammah pass by, and he said, neither has the Lord chosen this one. Jesse made 7 of his sons pass before Samuel. And Samuel said to Jesse, the Lord has not chosen these. And Samuel said to Jesse, are all your sons here? And he said, there remains the youngest. Behold, he is keeping the sheep. And Samuel said to Jesse, send and get him, for we will not sit down until he comes here. And he sent out for him, and they brought him in, and now he was ready and had beautiful eyes and was handsome. And the Lord said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. When Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brothers, and the Spirit of the Lord rushed upon David from that day forward, and Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. Now I'm sure most of you guys have heard the story, or at least the basic premise of it before. And David was the son, right? He was the youngest. He was out tending the sheep. He had multiple other brothers, yet God chose him. And after David was anointed, the current king at the time, his name was Saul. And he made efforts to keep tabs on David. David eventually became the official harp player of Saul, and even became the armor bearer. David then went on to face this Philistine named Goliath, right, on this battlefield. And like you guys know, David and Goliath, classic story. Everybody knows this. And you know that David wins. And this Goliath guy was talking bad about Israel's God, and David was not going to hear it. One of the many things I like about this story is that it's not normally covered, is that David, before facing Goliath, had already defended the sheep, his father's sheep, right, from a lion and a bear. He had taken on a lion and a bear before even getting to Goliath. Right? You don't hear that part of the story very often, yet I think it makes the story even more relatable. It's very easy to ask, what Goliath are you facing today? What is the Goliath in your life? Right? That's still a good question, right? Those are still good things to ask, but we all face Goliaths. Some are smaller than others, and some are larger than others. But the question that I think is missed that makes Goliath look absolutely small is, what is the lion and bear in your life that has led you to this Goliath? Or another way to put it is, how has God proven himself over and over in your life that leaves no doubt that this next obstacle will be overcome. Think about it. It could even be something that you think is just a small obstacle, or maybe even multiple small obstacles, that when you get to the Goliath, you're confident that our God will prevail. Once we're to that point, we know that God will provide and will carry us through. I heard a pretty good quote this earlier this week. I think it was on Monday. And I was watching a little short 10-minute. It's kind of like a devotional thing online. And it was from Tim and Kathy Keller. And one of the quotes just really stood out to me. And I had to bring it in today. And that quote is, "With God, we don't get the map. We get the map maker." Right? God's made the map. He knows what we will go through and how to navigate and take the correct turns. God is directing us. He directs us when we face our lions and bears and on to the Goliaths in our lives. Right? So Saul is jealous, right? He's jealous of David, and it's clear because in 1 Samuel 19, he tries to kill David. Because of this, David flees, he runs, but David didn't go after Saul. From reading in 1 Samuel, it looks like he didn't really have hard feelings against Saul. Can many of us even say that? Saul pursues David for so many chapters in Samuel, I was starting to wonder if 1 Samuel ever ended. Saul, in his pursuit to kill David, even kills other priests. Saul's out to kill David, and David doesn't even say anything bad about the guy. Like, I have somebody cut me off in traffic, and one of the first thoughts goes through my head is, I wonder where their parents went wrong. Right? I can't even deal with traffic without having thoughts like that. Yet David is being pursued and doesn't even think that way against Saul. Well, he almost didn't do anything against Saul. We'll see here. 1 Samuel 24, 1 through 11. When Saul returned from following the Philistines, he was told, "Behold, David is in the wilderness in Engedi," I think is how you pronounce it. Then Saul took 3,000 chosen men out of all of Israel and went to seek David and his men in front of the wild goats rocks, and he came to the sheepfolds by the way. There was a cave over that. And Saul went in to relieve himself, as one does, of course. Now David and all his men were sitting in the innermost part of that cave. And the men of David said to him, "Here is the day in which the Lord said to you, Behold, I will give your enemy into your hand, and you shall do to him as it shall seem good to you." Then David arose and stealthily cut off a corner of Saul's robe. And afterwards, David's heart struck him because he had cut off a corner of Saul's robe. He said to his men, "The Lord forbid that I should do this to the thing my Lord, the Lord's anointed, to put out my hand against him, seeing he is the Lord's anointed." So David persuaded his men with all the words and did not permit them to attack Saul. Saul rose up and left the cave and went on his way. And afterwards, David also arose from the cave and called out after Saul, "My lord the king." And when Saul looked behind him, David bowed with his face to the earth and paid homage. And David said to Saul, "Why do you listen to the words of men who say, Behold, David seeks your harm? Behold, this day your eyes have seen how the Lord gave you today into my hand in that cave. And some told me to kill you, but I spared you. I said, I will not put my hand against my Lord, for he is the Lord's anointed. See, my father, see the corner of your robe in my hand. For by the fact that I cut off the corner of your robe and did not kill you, you may know and see that there is no wrong or treason in my hands. I have not sinned against you, though you hunt my life to take it." Right? David had the opportunity to take Saul's life, but he didn't. Others said he should have killed Saul, yet David did not kill Saul. I believe these two stories show us the mentality that David had and the mentality that we are to have in our lives. With his fight against Goliath, David showed us that we are to be full of faith in God. God has proven himself over and over to us, and we are to put our trust in him. God has defeated the lion and the bear and will defeat Goliath. In the story with Saul, like we're to have respect for God and others no matter who they are. There are a lot of people that I'm sure you disagree with. There's people who I disagree with. There's people who have said things about you or to you that you believe are wrong. David was being pursued to be killed. Yet he had respect for others. He had respect for Saul. Because just like himself, just like David, they're both under God. They're both God's children. Now, how does this translate into today with what we're going through in the season? Now, let's look at your past. What lion and bear has God proven himself with? I had the basic premise of this message kind of worked out about a week ago. And David's relationship and respect for Saul has grown even more important in this past week. We are to respect others, even if they may do something against us. You can, in fact, respect somebody and disagree with them. Like, there's no rule against that. I disagree with multiple people. I still respect them and who they are. I want to challenge you guys today. Look at what lion and bear God has conquered in your life, and you will know that this Goliath will be defeated. Lastly, respect. Respect everyone and show the same love that David showed to Saul. And guys, I tried very hard not to just stick on the lion and bear, David and Goliath, because boy, I feel like we can talk about that for days. There's so much in that story. But I think just that overlooking aspect of the lion and the bear, the obstacles that we face are very big. Because when you have the lion and the bear, it makes that Goliath look really small. And the next thing you know, that Goliath is a lion and a bear for the next obstacle that God will carry you through. Let's pray. God, I thank you for today. Lord, I thank you that we get the opportunity to be here. We get the opportunity to hang out virtually online. And as we get to come back to meeting here in the next couple of weeks, God, I just thank you for what you have done for us, Lord, keeping us protected and safe. I pray for our upcoming weeks, Lord, that no matter what lion or bear or people may come against us here, Lord, I pray that you would empower us, strengthen us so that we can be true representatives of who you are and your love for others. I thank you for everything you have done, Lord, everything you're going to do. Thank you so much. Amen. Oh my gosh.
Like, I want to make a grand entrance at the beginning of the show.
Oh, yeah.
By the time I remember, the show has started, so
Did you call from this side?
yeah.
I closed, like you were over there on my right, and I closed my eyes,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't know where you went.
Yeah.
Good
All right.
sneak attack.
Hey, good message, Chris. I mean, Rebecca said that, but I say that too. That was good stuff.
Oh, well, if Rebecca said it, then it must
And you said the names right, or at least super close for the brothers.
Oh, those are really hard to say.
Because I've preached on that passage so many times. It's one of my favorite to preach on. So good job.
Well, I'm glad I did justice to the name
You did.
pronunciations.
Here's a pro tip, preaching pro tip for all of you future preachers out there. If you don't know how to pronounce the name, which
Just say
happens,
it with confidence.
well, I would say that, but now with technology, just pull up the Bible app on your phone and press play on that verse. And then however that British voice says it, or that old
Oh my
English
gosh.
voice, in the beginning.
For the one of the groups I was in, we were
Uh-huh.
going through First Kings, and we didn't know how to pronounce some of the words, and so we would do that.
Yeah.
And some of the pronunciations I refuse to believe they're right. like Tyre,
Uh-huh.
you know, like
Yeah.
where
The city, yeah.
yeah. It like said it with like a deep Southern drawl. Tyre.
Tar.
I'm like, I don't think
One of
that's
my
it.
goals in life is to record the Bible, be one of those recorded guys. And
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
But that means I have to know how to pronounce everything, which freaks me out because I went to Bible college and I still don't know how. I have a master's degree and I don't know how to pronounce a lot of the stuff in the Bible.
I don't know. How to
It's
pronounce
okay. All right. Hey, we got all your names in the drawing for the giveaway. So thanks for commenting your names. Thanks for staying with us and watching. This was a great show. So, Caden, let's go ahead and pull up our randomizer for
Jenna
the
and
day.
Avery trying to get in last second.
Oh,
here.
Jenna and Avery just sneaking in.
Yep.
They did that last week too. I'm sure they've been watching for a while, but just
I learned today that Jenna is a good artist, like a really good
yes,
artist.
she is.
I want to see some stuff.
Yeah. Yep. So
Jenna, I want to see some art.
there you go. Put it on your Instagram or something. There you go.
Oh yeah. That works.
All right. We ready with the randomizer? Here we go. Let's see who's winning a $10 gift card.
Jenna's
today.
gonna win. 'Cause she does art.
Sydney!
Hey!
Congratulations, Sydney. We'll be in touch with you and get you the $10 gift card. That's exciting.
Were we just talking before this that Sydney hadn't won?
Yeah, we were just saying that.
We were.
And Caden, the master of all knowledge of Remedy Live, was like,
Mhm.
no, Sydney hasn't won yet. So
Wow.
Completely random.
Yep.
Wow.
Caden does keep it random.
He does.
Keeps it honest back there. All right. Again, shout out to the hardest working producer of all time, Caden Coffin.
Absolutely.
So props to Caden. Thanks for joining us today. Another great show. Man, I love Remedy Live. But
good.
you know what I love more than Remedy Live?
Remedy Live.
Remedy actually live with you guys here with us. It's coming up in just a few weeks. I hope you're excited. I hope you're going to be here.
I'm gonna be here.
It's going to be a good time. I'm going
Oh,
to
are
be
you gonna
here.
be here?
Huh?
Are you gonna be here?
I will be here.
Caden, are you gonna be here?
He gave a thumbs up. He didn't want to take the time to
Yeah,
unmute. And,
yeah, he got time to do that.
That's such a hard reach over there. No, he's getting ready to end the stream. So
Oh yeah, we gotta shoot the breeze so he moves over there.
yeah, he has to move
All right.
5 feet to,
Yeah.
to press stop. All right, but thanks for joining us. We love you guys. You're awesome. Just a couple weeks, we'll see you right here in person. But we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you Sunday evening for our online game night on Zoom. You can find all the details on Facebook and Instagram. All right, we'll see you guys.
Good.